That socialist, Obama. He's so anti-business. Those poor corporations, you really have to feel for them operating under such tyranny. Now, you've heard these lines, right? These are the lines of bullshit that we keep hearing. It's pounded into our ears over and over and over again by the media and conservatives and the entire pro-corporate plutocracy that runs everything. Now look, I'm not here to defend Obama. There's plenty he can be blamed for. But being anti-business, that's not one of them. Again, this is a statement that is totally devoid of fact. It's a made-up statement, and it only sounds real because we've been trained to believe it. But once again, a simple check of the facts shows us the lie that it is. The whole environment now is like some kind of big hypnosis trick. It's like when a hypnotist comes in and hypnotizes an entire audience, and the audience is made to behave like a bird or a monkey all in unison. In this case, we're the monkeys. We're told these ridiculous, outrageous lies like Obama's a socialist, he's anti-business, the stimulus didn't work, QE is inflationary, the debt's going to lead to a spike in interest rates, austerity leads to growth. You see what I mean? Right there before our very eyes are the facts, but we never look at them. Obama's anti-business? Well, let me ask you something. How is he anti-business when corporate profits are at an all-time record high and there are still millions and millions and millions of people out of work? I mean, wouldn't an anti-business president be, let me think, anti-business? Like, wouldn't he be more for workers? And what about worker pay? Did you know that in the 1970s, the share of GDP that went to wages and salaries, in other words, to workers, was about 52%. That means more than half of our GDP, our real wealth, the goods and services that we created and the income went to workers. Now guess what that figure is? It's down to about 44%, which is a decline of almost 30%, nearly a third. And 5% of that decline, that drop, has occurred since Obama has been in office. Now, you'd think if he was anti-business and pro-worker, right, that would have went in the other direction, but it did. And what about corporations? Okay, the share of wealth that went to corporations in that same time period in the form of profits, that rose almost 270%. And under Obama, it was an increase of 100%. So nearly half or a third of that increase came in the last, 2 terms of Obama, or up until now. So the share of wealth that went, did you get that? The share of wealth that went to corporations under Obama rose 100% so far. That's a socialist? That's an anti-business president? These are facts. They're not Fox News made up talking points. This is not my opinion stated as if it's a fact. These are hard, concrete facts. How could that happen under a socialist president? How could it happen? How could that happen under an anti-business president? Now, again, I'm not saying this to defend President Obama. Believe me, I am not. I didn't even vote for him either time. And in fact, in the last election, I didn't vote, period. Okay? And I think he can be blamed for lots of things. He could be blamed for being a sellout, for continuing the undermining and income destruction of workers and the middle class, for not punishing the criminals in the financial sector, and for pretty much allowing people like Jamie Dimon and Lloyd Blankfein and Bank of America and HSBC to do whatever the hell they want with impunity. But to say he's a socialist and anti-business president is a mockery. Let's face it, we live in a plutocracy, or you can call it a corporatist state, whatever you want to call it. You, me, everyone else who's not in that club, well, don't expect too much, because it's all about them, not about us. Anyway, that's it for now. This is Mike Norman saying see you next time. Bye-bye.